Hello everyone, welcome to the extra video of Sonic Adventure 2 Battle for the Dreamcast, GameCube, Xbox, etc. So today in this video, we're going to be tackling out the extra content that was put into basically the GameCube remaster after the Dreamcast, and maybe stuff that was part of Dreamcast that you guys probably never knew about. So, first things foremost, we're going to go ahead and go into one-player mode, and we have a variety of options, two of which that are unlocked after finishing the entire story mode. But we're going to start with the mode that you basically unlock after completing the last story. And this is boss attack. So I'm going to tackle all boss attacks, and let's do a little montage, shall we?
This game of tag is boring. I'm out of here. Finally decided to show up, eh? Okay, bring it on!
Monitor Bigfoot reporting to headquarters. Intruder has been located.
Copy that.
Change into my super.
Did you really think you had a chance?
18 minutes, 25 seconds, and 47 milliseconds. Not bad. So yeah, that's boss attack. You do unlock each version of the boss attack every time you complete a story mode. Like, if you complete Hero Side, you unlock the Hero Side bosses, Dark Side, all the Dark Side bosses, and when you complete the last story, you unlock all of them. Not just last story, all of them, so it's always been like a humongous gauntlet. Anyways, now we're going to try out the kart racing, which you unlock after playing both Tails and Rouge's kart levels in the main story mode, of course. Now, obviously, as you know, I got all the emblems, so I'm able to show you the alts that we got here. And, like, for certain characters, like Rouge, Tails, and, I think there's another character, but I could be wrong. Actually, I think it's just Rouge and Tails. Their alts is basically the Egg Robo from Sonic 3 and Knuckles, and the Chow from this game. So if you want to play as Chow, or rather the Egg Robo, speaking of which, taking roots from Sonic R, the Sega Saturn game, that's probably where we got that model from, then you absolutely can. See how that goes in battle. I decided to go into Expert Course. There are 3 difficulties. There's Beginner, there's Standard, which is the medium difficulty, and then there's Expert, which is the hardest of the 3. But I decided to show you how badass and how good I am with the Expert Course, of course. And I decided to use Sonic's alternate cart for this, which is much faster than the older one. And again, I'll give you guys some tips as I am going through this entire racetrack. If you're gonna make these sharp turns, and I said this pretty much in the previous 2 kart racing levels in the main story, you let go of the A button after accelerating, and then immediately press it again, and then just hold the analog stick to that left direction. It'll help you basically drift around these corners and maintain your speed. As you can see, like, I know in the first 2 laps I was struggling a little bit, but that's just because I'm just trying to memorize the course a little bit, because beyond the 3rd lap I was able to memorize the course and be able to get myself a good lead around my opponents. Now, make sure to collect 20 rings each, so that way you'll be able to obtain a boost type of a function by pressing the Y button on your controller. However, I will only recommend that you only press it if 1, you are on the ground, and 2, that the road you're currently facing is a straight line, or you think it's somewhat safe to work with. But other than that, compared to your typical Mario Kart and even today's Team Sonic Racing, the kart racing mechanic in this game is alright. Not the best, but it's alright. It's no Mario Kart whatsoever, but it did take its liberties. But yeah, for this extra video, I'm most likely showing off the content that I got in the save file and everything else. I even 100%ed the game, so I'm able to show you guys all the extras. And by the way, there is absolutely no footage that is stolen anywhere on the internet. All of this footage you're seeing is all my footage. I promise you that there. So, yeah, moving one step closer into the world. Overall, I really hope you guys are excited that this Let's Play is over. And moving on to other projects. 2020 is going to be one heck of a year, I'll say that. Also, you figured that, a little side note, that you think, like, the Sonic Adventure 2 randomizer, part of the Sonic Hacking Contest, would use these vehicles in both Tails and Rouge's levels in the randomizer. I think they would, maybe later on the road, but as for right now, they are not used in the randomizer, but hey, it is what it is, and we gotta love the kart racing. But yeah, that was high speed and high tech, of course. So what I'm going to be showing you guys next is the alternate missions. Now, it's not all of them, because like each character has its own specific versions of the missions, as well as like say the 2 kart levels. But I'm only going to show you guys it in City Escape. So let's get right into it. So mission B, which is collect 100 rings. And your rank is based on how fast you collect 100 rings. It's based on time. So, in other words, you have to collect as many rings as fast as you possibly can. The faster you collect 100 rings, the higher your rank is. And, of course it gives me a much better excuse for me to replay this level again for pretty much the 3rd through 7th time. Because I played this level already back, a few episodes ago, when I was trying to get the upgrades. I wouldn't agree, I love this level. But anyways, we're doing the extra missions today. Obviously, the first one regards, of course, collecting 100 rings. And you gotta collect it underneath a time limit if you want to improve your ranking. Now, I did most of these when I first go, however, I want to make sure these runs look alright as possible. But I can't promise to get A ranks on every single one. I mean, I figured maybe I would get a good A rank on the first 4 levels, or the first 3 missions, of course. But like, for the last mission, it wasn't very easy. Anyways, Mission C. It's called Find the Lost Chow. Now, I said this a lot when I was discussing the Mystic Melody in a few upgrade episodes ago. But most likely, you're gonna need the Mystic Melody in order to find the Chow. I think there were some liberties where the Mystic Melody was never needed because, like, the level itself never had a Mystic Melody rune. Or, the Mystic Melody rune is so deeply hiddenly secretly that you would have to look up where the Chow is. Like, I had to look up a lot of where the locations of the Chows are in order to 100% this game. So, I don't know if I memorized them or not. I don't think I did. I think there might be some possibility that I could easily miss one when I'm gonna plan out my 24-hour stream for Sonic Adventure 2. Because yes, I do plan on doing a 24-hour stream of this game, because God knows I love this game. I'm gonna 100% this game again. I don't know when. Maybe, I'll definitely do it before, I'll definitely try to do it before the halfway mark of this year. But anyways, let's go ahead and get back to where the Chow is. So, anyways, after going down this building, of course, it's to the right area, as you can clearly see a lot of sparks over here. Putting Mystic Melody right here, it'll spawn a spring. You bounce on the spring, and then you just climb up the building. You do have to bounce off of these gun robots with a spring on top, and this was my second run, by the way, but it's so easy to accidentally miss the spring, or better yet, destroy the gun robot with said spring on its head, and just screw up the entire process. So you have to restart the entire level just to try it again. And like, obviously, getting the A rank is determined on your timing. In order to get the A rank, you have to be there as fast as you possibly can, of course. Speaking of fast as you possibly can, Mission 4. Reach the goal within 3 minutes, or a time limit in general. So this level, basically, you're underneath a time limit. You need to basically beat the level within the remaining time you have. If you're a speedrunner, I'm pretty sure you're a master of these. However, your A rank is based on your overall skill of the level itself and not based on time. Based on, like, say, Mission 1, for example. So, if you still want to get your A rank, you do want to do some skillful moves. You don't want to completely speedrun this level, because time bonus alone is not going to help your A rank. I mean, I feel like they could have... I feel like basing it off of time bonus alone would have been the much better way to even do this type of mission. Because obviously you're rushing to get to the end, only to realize, oh, you got a lower rank, and that was not the best you could possibly do. But regardless, definitely try your best to score up these A ranks. And like, if you're definitely gonna get every single emblem in this game, you need to get all the A ranks. You need to be pro skill at this game, which I have been. I've been doing a lot of this pro skill gaming, of course. And another thing I would like to mention is that I really appreciate the speedrunning community recently. Because, like, I really like to see all these scores go on the leaderboards. I know if I'm going a little bit off topic and I'm running out of commentary, but I like to talk about the current subject. I just want to say that I've been playing a lot of Super Mario 64, and I've been speedrunning the randomizer a lot. I've been slowly improving this record. And, I'm sure that maybe I'm not going to be the best as Cheese05, obviously, but I'm trying my best to get there. Anyway, 45 seconds left. Will I be able to outrun this truck? Yeah, I totally will. So, again, there's a lot of content I want to show you today's video, and it'll be quite interesting to see how all this goes. So, yeah, that is mission 4, which is the time limit mission, of course. Now we're gonna do the last mission type, which is, of course, the hard mode missions. So this is called clear hard mode. Basically, the whole entire level itself is reshuffled, and like the obstacles are completely changed. So now you gotta plan out how you want to work it out. And again, your A rank is based on how well you performed in the level. And especially for hard mode standards, boy, you're gonna need to do a lot of practice if you're gonna get that A rank. But who could blame you? So, and most importantly, you're gonna need every single upgrade if you're gonna survive this thing. But yeah, they put a lot of gun robots everywhere. They even, like, spawn them right in front of your face so you don't expect them. Some of the gun robots that are already in their original places have been upgraded to have a shield or a continuously firing weapon. Some paths are blocked off, and some certain segments are slowed down to the point where you're gonna need to memorize this level if you're gonna get a good A ranking skill. But yeah, a lot of roadblocks are in the way, requiring you to use the other upgrades to even make progress. Hard mode is no joke, man. If you want to be good at Sonic, this is the test of skill, of course. Now, unfortunately, I did not get an A rank in this level because, well, I wanted to get these all done, my closest yet flawless attempt. But for hard mode, I decided to take a step back because, like, I was already stressing out on a previous level, and I don't want to continue playing the same level. I've been playing a lot of City Escape. City Escape is my jam. No, don't get me wrong. But I've been playing City Escape a lot just to get all these chaos drives, because we'll talk about that in a few moments. But I've been playing a lot of City Escape, and boy, oh boy, does it never get old. This level is just the jam, man. And again, don't forget these golden robots too, because like they are worth a lot of points. You get a tight 800 right there. And now, of course, we get to be outrun by this truck. I don't think that hard mode increased this truck's speed, though I could easily be wrong. Feel free to let me know in the comments if, like, hard mode adjusted the truck's speed. I want to say it's based off of rubber banding, but I'm not sure. But yeah, those are the extra missions, and right there, I did not press the somersault button. For some reason, the game did it on its own. I'm not sure if it's me or what. It could be me, and I didn't realize, but I have no idea what happened there. I got a B rank.
Piece of cake.
But yeah, that's all the mission for ya. Now for Omo Chow.
Hi, I'm Omo-chan. I'm here to help you. Press E button to do a somersault. This comes in handy when you want to break the wooden container. Jump off on the rail and get ready to grind your way down. Press A button on the ramp and you'll be able to Ouch! I can't believe you did that to me! Why would you do something like that? Stop it!
Take my lead, I'll set you free. Follow me, set me free.
Help me! Hold B button down to lock on. Release it to fire a homing missile.
Level 1 security door breach.
Keep your health meter above 0. Collecting rings will slowly help you recover health.
My god, yeah, Omo Chow is really annoying, but let's just get to the next subject.
There are 3 Chow containers per stage. You should open all rain containers to find out what's inside.
Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and visit the Chow Garden. So we're gonna break open these containers.
The Chow key is in this container. If you keep it, you can go to the Chow Garden when you finish the stage.
So there's 3 containers of these Chow, and what you're gonna have to do is grab one of them, and you'll be able to obtain a key, which will take you to the Chow Garden instantly. You also need to pick up these animals too, and the second one will give you animals, and the third one will give you a rare type of animals. You also get animals by doing this.
Try whistling here. There must be someone here.
You whistle at a certain spot, and you'll get animals. And there's like a certain amount of animals per level. So, there's always going to be an animal in every level, but I do not like the animals. I prefer what I'm already getting, which of course is the Chaos Drives. So, let's go ahead and check out the Chow Garden while we're at it. So here we are going to, of course, Chow World. And this is where the magic happens. This is the reason why a lot of people would spend hours on this game. It's mainly this, the Chow Garden. This Chow Garden is basically the homeland of the Chow. I'm going to pick up my Chow that recently my 2 other Chows have got a new baby from. And I'm going to go ahead and actually do a lot of stuff with this Chow. Probably not too much because he's not really my cup of tea. But yeah, you feed the Chaos Drives to this Chow, it will fill up the status, and it doesn't really affect the Chows itself, unlike these animals. As I give them animals, it will include a body part to this Chow. And like, I don't want body parts for my Chow. It looks horrifying. And like the rare species can load a certain amount. And yeah. Here's my main Chows that I use for most likely everything else. This Chow, Sparkle, who's a hero Chow, I use it for almost everything. To basically, I use this Chow for almost everything. For the Chow Garden. But there was like another Chow that I had to get ready for specifically a few races, but most likely just the dark races, because like of course I want to get every single emblem, so I had to raise 2 kinds of Chow. And this Chow seems to be doing a lot more. However, I really don't have the time and energy to fill up these Chow. Eventually I will have to when I'm doing the 24-hour stream, because I am not gonna do this again. I mean, I know people praise the Chow Garden, and that's pretty much why they would love Sonic Adventure 2. But I really don't play Sonic Adventure 2 for the Chow Garden. I mean, grinding is fine, but not at the best of its ability. So let's take this Chow to the Chow Kindergarten. And this Chow is where, you basically give this Chow at least some benefits. We're gonna go to the fortune telling room, and this is where you give the Chow a name. And this fortune teller will randomly generate a random name for you. So let's see what our name is. The Chow's name is Flamingo Powers Presto Melody. I don't like that name. So for better yet, I'm gonna go ahead and say no to that, and I'm gonna name it myself. So here's basically where you get to name your Chow yourself. And you know what? I'm more of a meme culture. I'm more of the more intensity of everything else. So let's name my Chow. And yeah, that's my name. I'm gonna call him Yeet. Yeet the Chow. What you gotta do is throw him, and he will officially become the Yeet. I didn't do it for this video because I don't want to make you I don't want to make you guys cry that I'm abusing Chow, obviously. But anyways, let's make him see a doctor. Here's the results. Some results are an S rank, and this is even before Sonic Rush. I didn't even know that S rank was a thing until potentially the modern Sonic games. But I didn't think they made it official a thing in this game. I thought A rank was the highest. I didn't know this till now. Anyways, back to the principal's office. Don't worry, our Chow's not in trouble, but this is where you can give some helpful tips on raising your Chow. And the Chows, from what's a Chow, to getting the Chow Garden, to basically feeding your Chow, to basically helping them, like, care for each other, mating, which, interesting. It also helps with, like, how to increase your skills, and how they make them win races a lot. And all of your helpful tips, if you're looking for help to figure out how to raise your Chow the best it could possibly be, I recommend visiting the principal's office. Let's go to the classroom. Some cheerful Chow. Anyway, so this is where you drop your Chow off and make them learn some lessons. And, today's lesson is the shake dance. And, well, basically, dropping your Chow off will make them smarter. And it will help them improve in the, races, probably. And maybe do some other stuff, too. Here's the black market, by the way. This is where you buy stuff and, for your Chow, and feed your Chow, and, give them benefits. You can even buy more eggs as well. The more expensive the egg, the more powerful the Chow within it is. You can also buy seeds for your Chow to plant. However, I think your Chow needs to be much older in order to plant some. So a lot of things to put on the head. I decided to buy a hero seed, because why not? And, another thing I forgot to mention is that on the building board, which I did talk to, in the GameCube version, and I think the Dreamcast version, they have a link to the official site, because, like, back then, the GameCube, and I think the Dreamcast, well, definitely the Dreamcast, but I'm not much of a GameCube, have the capability of connecting to the internet. However, the internet on the GameCube isn't 100% utilized to its best capacity. It's only used in a few games as well. But, it is ambitious back then, of course. Anyways, here's the Hero Chow Garden. It is very peaceful. Angels live here. All of the goodness of Chow would spend a pretty much eternity on this water park. The fountain's adorable. Even the gazebo right up here is very interesting. And I guess this is where people make their jump and then land on the water safely. What a beautiful heaven right here in the Hero Chow Garden. But that's only the positives. Let's go to the negative. Let's go down to the depths of hell, where this is the Dark Chow Garden. It's held within hell. The skies are dark. The ground, it gives yourself like a graveyard feel. My current Chow has no legs, by the way. I gave him a ghost Chow, so now he has no legs. And he also hates me because I'm a hero character. So he's trying to shake off, of course. We have blood red water in the pool. Yeah, who would have thought that Sonic Adventure 2 would be that dark? You have a gravestone, as well as a cage. And you can actually jump into this cage, so you can make some sort of perfect fan fiction if you want to. Okay, Eggman has captured insert character here, and now he is trapped into this cage forever, unbearable, able to get out. This is the end of our heroes, they're about to die. Lol. But yeah, that's the Chow Garden in its finest, of course. And, be quite interesting to see. Let's go ahead and show off the other benefits, because the Chow Garden alone is the only way that you're able to play as Tails and Eggman outside of their mechs. So Tails outside of his mech, of course, is basically like the original, like Sonic and everything else a little bit. However, when you fly, he has unlimited flight energy. And you know, if Tails outside of the mech makes it to other levels, like Tails' ability to fly right now is currently broken. He does not get tired out at all when he's flying around in this. And Eggman, oh boy, Eggman is the craziest of the two. As you all know the memes, as you all know, back in Sonic 2, Dr. Robotnik is known to be the fastest thing alive compared to Sonic, and it still says true to this lobby scene. Oh my god, look at him running! I feel the people who are animating Eggman outside his mech are on drugs. Just look at him move. I mean, he's no Jim Carrey for certainty, but he cannot come any closer than this. Anyways, to the Dark Garden, because like I decided to want to show of course Eggman petting this Chow. Here's what he actually says when you pet the Chow, of course.
Yosh, 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 yosh.
Yosh! Yosh! Yeah. Isn't that really freaky, isn't it? So, now, we go to the next subject. Big the Cat is in Sonic Adventure 2, and he is in inconspicuous parts of the game. Sometimes you have to explore the level in the darkest places of the level in order to spot him. But Big the Cat is regardless in this game, and he's basically taken the form as the Where's Waldo in the Sonic universe. Sure, he had his purpose in Sonic Adventure 1, but of course, Sega didn't want to put him in just one game and call it a day. People laugh on, like, Big the Cat's comedy, of course. And he's not just found in regular levels. If you press the A button on certain cutscenes, Big the Cat will just summon in certain locations in the cutscene as well. And he is mostly in the Dreamcast version, but you can do it here too, and boy, does it come with very interesting results. Wonder why Big the Cat is just following our adventures around the entire world. Who knows?
We should get going.
Who are you talking to, Rouge? Oh, I get it. You're talking to Big. I saw you winking at him right there. Man. Anyways, but yeah, Big the Cat's in this game, and I recommend that you always tap the A button when going through these cutscenes. You probably might find an achievement when you find every single Big the Cat location, but either way, it is what it is. Anyway, folks, the last thing I want to show off in this extra video, I have 100% of this game, actually. I got all 180 emblems. I have A-ranked every single level in this game. Every single mission in this game. So as such, I unlocked a very secret level, which is on the world map right now. So let's go ahead and take a look at this new level. Green Hill Zone? Oh my god, well, welcome back to the good old days from Sonic 1. Green Hill Zone brings me back so much memories. And I really like how they remastered or redone this entire level from beginning to end in 3D. And the jumping animations and the Bagnicks are giving its classic forms, of course. Oh my god, this brings back so much memories. Is this worth 180 emblems though? Absolutely. I would love, and I mean love, this like level. I mean, Sonic Adventure 1's reward, such as Metal Sonic, is alright as it is. And like all the Game Gear games on the GameCube version, of course, is also a real treat because you effectively also get the Japanese only ones too. And like this game's bonus this game's bonus is not only every single custom character, even the 2-player mode has its own customs, which I didn't show any 2-player because I don't have a second Xbox controller to test it with. But other than that, is this worth 100% of the game? Absolutely. This is some sort of a unique treat, and boy oh boy does this bring me back home, back to the good old days. We're home, as Grant Kirkhope would say.
That was cool!
Last A rank of the entire playthrough. Figured I go all out for that one. So, now it's time to give out my final thoughts. Sonic Adventure 2 is my all-time favorite Sonic game ever. And I mean ever. Compared to Sonic 3, compared to Sonic Mania, this game is something I would play time and time again. And that's why I'm officially announcing it right now. Before the end of, like, the halfway mark, I guess, like, before E3, if you like to call it, I'm planning on doing a 24-hour stream, do 100% of this game from start to finish, and boy, oh boy, this is going to be one heck of a night. And as for everything about this game, all of the bonuses, all of the characters, all of the story elements put in, all the gameplay mechanics, everything and above, the 2-player mode is awesome, and even the extra content is amazing. Outstanding. And even the ranking system. I know I'm gushing a lot on the ranking system, but god man, it can be a lot of fun if you know how it works. I totally recommend that you buy this game. It's on Xbox right now, and maybe you could still buy the Dreamcast version if you still own a Dreamcast. This game is what represents what Sonic is. And I'm really hoping that Sega, I hope you're listening, we need a Sonic Adventure reboot, or Sonic Adventure 3 finally. I know you tried to go for it in Sonic 06, and that failed miserably, but do it for the fans, Sega. Do it for the fans. You did it for Sonic Mania. Do it for the 3D genre. But, yeah, overall, that is it. My next Let's Play upcoming, of course, is Star Fox Adventures on the GameCube, so I really guys look forward to that. In the meantime, though, let's go ahead and play the main theme of this game. It's called Live and Learn by Crush 40, and as I said last time in Sonic Adventure 1, Crush 40 have done a lot of music over the years, and still doing it to this very day. I pray for their music, and I still will, and I did a top 10, link is in the description. But anyway, folks, time to be moving on to the next projects. Star Fox Adventures coming up next. mardiman641 signing out. Have yourself a fantastic night, and I'll see you next time. Bye!